are, and then kind of like ensure that nothing happens to compromise the integrity of the name. When you do that for the community, this is what's happened in the past. You know, people have spray painted their effects in the room. You get calls from the hotel. People have had charged that the hotel. What It's not you, but the hotel is looking at the patrons that you attract are not quality. So in turn, then they're looking at you as being a responsible party. You know, our demographic of people, coming from a ball, they're coming in late at night. They're party people. You know what I'm saying? So you're more likely to get complaints from these people coming in at 4 in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Other people are complaining about the noise, this and that, whatever. Thank you, Corey. I'm so unaccustomed to getting compliments from you, but thank you. Tristan, oh my God. Y'all so mad. It's all right.
Corey,
Ain't nothing like a good
stop
filter.
your shit.
But another thing, so I know that I came on here to kind of like talk about, just as ballroom, we need to, this calendar thing, we need to start, I'm gonna say respecting dates, but working together. Because yes, there are, more people, but let's be for real. The expectations of balls have increased. I don't know if y'all know, but commentators and DJs are asking for astronomical prices at this point. Like,
market correction. I hear you, Marcus, but I think that and I'm not trying to shit on nobody. I'm not trying to give nobody no hard time. But the reality is when it comes down to it, it's if somebody is outside your price range, they just outside your price range. There are people that will ask for ridiculous figures, this and that, whatever the case. As long as everybody paying it, they're gonna do it.
But I hear you talking. But you don't mind paying $20,000 for a venue, but you're scared to pay a commentator $1,000.
Right.
You don't want to pay a commentator $1,000, but you want to pay $20,000 for a building.
But you're not going to pay a commentator to sit down all fucking day either.
Well, don't
no,
or to run around and take pictures.
And
so you're not I'm not going to give you $1,000 and you don't do your work.
It'd be different if it was just 1,000. That's different. But then you're talking about flight. You're talking about hotels. They got to come in the day before.
That, Marcus,
you're talking.
I don't have a problem spending $20,000 for
and again. I mean, you can't really throw that at me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pay. I mean, I paid the commentators. So
what are you talking about?
I agree, Larry. I really agree with you, Larry.
What Larry said?
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, Corey, you're right. We did make a little over $30,000 off tables, but we also spent $30,000 on sound and lights and all of that stuff. So
they don't even realize security bills be $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000.
But Harold, y'all food was spoiled.
Baby,
it was not, girl.
Baby,
mother, that's what you told me.
Mother, you ain't lying. I didn't tell you nothing.
The St. Laurent tell you that food was so good. The food was so good. The St. Laurent ate off the next table.
Well, we ate off a couple of tables.
And the St. Laurent mysteriously moved their table at the Ballroom
good. I like the way that you had the back set up.
It's Corey. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. But I will
hold
say
on,
this.
Hold on, Harold.
Listen,
hold on
1 second.
I said the St. Laurents mysteriously moved their table at the Ballroom Awards because that's not where they were supposed to be sitting either. Justice for the Orici.
I didn't have any idea about that. I got to the bar, unfortunately, later.
Justice for the Orici.
Can you let my brother up, please? Can you let my brother up?
All right, hold on 1 second. I'm going to say this. It was our 20th anniversary ball. Okay, so the intent for us as a house was to have a fab ball. We wanted to have a fab ball. We wanted to do it in Atlanta. We wanted to do it in a spot very okay. We wanted people to feel like very, oh, this is nice. We wanted people to come in and feel like very, damn, this place is over. You know what I'm saying? Based off the decorations, this and that, whatever. We wanted people to feel like very, this food is amazing. So for those people that really paid for tables, who really came to the ball, who,
It's coming up real soon.
yeah, they enjoyed themselves. And then you had
Our
Tayana.
our house ball flyer will be out real
The
soon.
food was amazing.
But that's
the
the
food was
other.
amazing.
That's the other
The food
thing
was
too,
amazing.
Harold. I think a
It
lot
really
of
was.
people wanna dictate. They look at what they think the ball, what they see at the ball, and they want to judge how much they think you're making. When again,
Yes.
with the exceptions of very few
Yes,
people in
sister.
ballroom, people are not making all this money at a ball that y'all think they are making.
Right.
I don't know
Look at
what
this
they're
food.
lying and telling y'all, but that's not true.
I mean,
Anyway, Corey,
honestly,
Marcus had a
that
question.
that was the most
Marcus,
Yeah,
expensive
Marcus had a
ball.
question.
That was the most expensive ball I've ever been a part of throwing. Honestly, like there were so many expenses. Very like that was the first time I ever did something that went an event that went to six figures.
Oh, okay.
Well, you had it because Gilead. No, let me stop. Go ahead, Corey.
Did
Go
they?
ahead, Corey. Stop the
I just
Harold.
want to
Harold, stop.
Please.
wait a minute, hold on, because I'm outside. I don't know if my volume is low. We did not necessarily move our table at the awards ball. What happened was because we purchased a table kind of late, our table did not have our name on it, like several other tables at the ball. So we didn't know where we were supposed to sit. So they ended up sitting at a table that did not have a name on it. We didn't move our table because we looked at the Orichis. We were like, how are we behind them? And why is our name not on the table? What was told to us by Man Prodigy was he only had the names that he had. He didn't have our name. That's why we didn't have a name on the table. So we didn't necessarily move them out the way. We would never do that to the Reaches. We love them.
Well, when I left the venue, each table was marked with the so even the ones that had the plates, though that was fine. But the ones that purchased after man can make the decorations or the personalized centerpiece, they were marked with a piece of paper like taped to the chair. So I don't know if someone changed it. Everybody else's table was in the right place except the St. Laurent's and the Orici.
Yeah,
And
because we kept asking the question, we kept saying, how does Orichi have their name and we're before them? They had to pay before us. So why are we here? That's what we kept asking the whole night.
Right.
But they didn't come to us with any issue or anything like that
Right,
because
right, and because I reached out to them during the ball, and I made it right. I gave them some extra stuff the second night and upgraded them on night
but
two, so they were fine. So
I got a question.
it all washed out.
Since y'all knew it was wrong, did y'all think about getting up and moving y'all seats?
well, no, Tayana, to be honest, I think everybody was looking like, why are we here and why are they over there and why is our name? We was more focused on what was going on. So when we started asking questions, it was like, well, I did all the placements with the house names based on what came into me.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we had a whole chart that was put out even before the
So
ball where
pretty much
everybody name
Arnold
was.
did.
So it was Arnold was
Arnold knew what was going on.
no Arnold
Yeah,
got there
but how many
extremely late.
people?
It
But
wasn't
but
Arnold.
but, but let's be
Look,
realistic.
it's the
How many
second
people go to a
ball.
ball? How many people go to a ball and at the ball you going up to the website to look at the chart? You get to the ball and you're looking for your house table unless you know that you are directly in the front. Like at the Aga Ball, we knew that we were on the stage.
Watch your
We knew
shit,
that, so we
Harold.
knew exactly where to
Watch your
go.
shit, Harold. I heard you.
Correct. But what I'm saying, Corey, is because the chart actually reflected the picture on the floor. I mean, if there was any discrepancy, you could refer to the chart and say, okay, we're the fifth table back. Oh my God, why are we right here? This is, especially once you saw it. But again, it was really a joke. The
Yeah,
Orichis
I
were
know, but I
okay.
will say
They're
this
different.
publicly. I do apologize for the Orichis, to the Orichis because
Pressure.
it definitely was not our fault, though. I will apologize. And had they asked us to move, we would have definitely switched tables with them.
Well, how would y'all?
No, not my daughter. My daughter wasn't
How was y'all
moving.
willing at that ball? But never mind, Corey, I'll leave you alone.
My daughter wasn't moving.
Hold on, Harold. Unless you want to talk about the entire Balenciaga ball, please don't bring up one thing.
Oh,
We can talk about the entire Balenciaga ball, baby.
No. That's why you didn't do the show. That's why you didn't do the show after the ball.
Come from behind, dog walking, and come to the camera. Come to the camera, baby. Yeah. Good. Now let's talk about it. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I mean, it was so long ago. I'm just kind of confused why you're bringing up one thing at the ball, but not the entire ball.
You were talking. Look, you tried it, so I was at your door. I wanted you to come from.
Harold's not allowed to say that. By the way,
Baby, let me tell you something. Ain't nothing nobody can read me about as far as the Aga ball. I don't care what y'all say. So, baby, we had every category. May have had it the next day, but we still had it.
Oh, no, I mean, I enjoyed the Balenciaga ball. I'm just only saying, like, let's not talk about it if we're not going to talk about the ball.
Sister,
Well,
don't get no
well, why
laughter
didn't
on.
we? So can I ask a question?
There's no running from the ball.
Oh my life. No.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So how much
You
can I ask a question? The Aga ball was one price.
The overwhelming. You know what? Harold, the overwhelming consensus by folks, and it's folks in Ballroom, said
They do look like a
we didn't
lace.
have a show because you did not want to talk about the Balenciaga ball, everything that was going on with Cherry after that, but we didn't have shows after that because the things were happening with Cherry. It was a lot of stuff that said why we didn't have shows. So that's what they're trying to say.
So we didn't. So brilliant one, because you're the brilliant one here. So we didn't have shows a whole 5-6 weeks before the Aga ball, but because we didn't have one after the ball, I was running from talking about the ball. 5-6 weeks. We never. Rodney, at what point did we stop having shows? That was like just before Memorial Day, right?
Right.
Okay, so that was 6 weeks. 7 weeks prior to the Aga ball.
No, we had our last show after Tiana's ball after June. In June, we had our last show. We had our last show after the.
Okay, so the first week of June. So you're right, Arnold. So it's not
right, because it was How Ties Matter.
It was actually 6 weeks. So you're right. It was actually 6 weeks, not 7. So 6 weeks prior to the ball, not on here, not promoting, not nothing. But the narrative is that we didn't have a show because I didn't want to talk about the ball. Kiss my fucking ass.
Nah, you didn't want to come from behind.
No. I don't think that was necessarily the narrative. And correct me if I'm wrong. Before y'all ended, when y'all was having the last show, was there not a conversation that y'all may come back on and do a show after the Balenciaga ball?
We would come back on and do the show for the ball. Yes.
No. Right. This is not by far an attack. The only reason why I said what I said to Harold, because Harold wanted to bring up something very specific at the Balenciaga ball. And I said, if you're not going to talk about the whole ball, why only bring up one thing in particular at the ball? That's all I said.
Corey, no, Arnold has his own mouth. Nobody has ever been stopped from coming on this show. Anybody can talk about what they want. So when it comes to talking about Balenciaga members, y'all never have an issue about talking about that. However, when it comes to like y'all houses, everybody's clip mouth and has nothing to say. So don't act as if because if it's something Saint Laurent, Arnold sits there like she's watching dust fly off the ceiling fan. She ain't saying nothing. But
as she should.
Balenciaga, then she wants to sit there like an old woman on a porch with a spoon and stirring the tea.
Oh, really? That's what I do?
Yes,
Harold, in Arnold's defense, hold on, Arnold. In Arnold's defense, we often, on our board calls and everything, we feel like she is a Balenciaga. So I'm a little confused.
Corey, Okay. Well, Corey, since we're talking, are you ready to talk? Are you really ready?
Oh, I mean, but I don't know. I don't know what you're going to say. It depends.
Since you want to have transparent conversation, are all topics on the table now?
Hey, no
No
computer.
computer.
Magnum.
Huh?
Put him on
I
mute.
didn't
See
hear
what
you,
happens.
Harold.
Okay, it's gone now.
No, I had muted myself, so it wasn't me.
Okay. So Corey,
It was Corey.
since we're here, and you feel there's a need for transparency, are you ready for full transparency? We can move on though if you want. I'll give you the option to move on.
I mean, well, it just all depends on what you want to talk about because I mean, we could get transparent. You know, I don't mind transparency, but I mean that goes both ways though.
Oh, I
Like,
like this.
hello,
That's
pick
what
up,
I'm saying.
I like
hello,
this
ballroom,
show.
pick up the phone.
Because yes,
Cause you know Corey with his hellos.
y'all know I have no problem. I don't know why y'all sitting there like I have to
Wait,
hide anything.
I
I've been
hear
very
like
transparent. I've been very
feedback.
transparent. I've been transparent regarding Cherry. I've been transparent on Kelly's panel talking about the whole thing with this Lexi band. I've been transparent talking about what ball, not going to the Prodigy ball, not going to Zola ball, not going to a Mugler House ball. So what do you mean? What do you mean? I've been transparent. Now my question for you, one more time, homie, is: are you ready to be transparent?
Why you not going to none of those balls?
They didn't come to ours.
That's
What are you asking
transparent.
crazy
Okay.
questions for, Tayana? You already know the answer. There's no shade. If it wasn't shade, it's not shade.
Corey, just leave it alone, baby.
I guess we're gonna move on here. All right, we'll move on.
Corey just started whistling. He said, "Fuck it." He pay y'all.
No,
No, I
Larry,
muted him.
they moving
unfortunately,
as a
look,
house,
real
Larry.
quick.
They moving as a house. They
Um,
moving as a house.
What's the
oh
I have
yeah,
to
problem?
look
and
around to make sure
What's
it's
the
safe.
problem? What's the problem?
July came with his
What's the problem? What's
July
the
came
problem?
on behalf of
And hold
Gilead.
on, Harold.
Come to
Hold on,
inspect.
Harold. Larry, they did it was a Balenciaga representative since Zola came to the Aga Ball. They sent a house representative to Zola's ball.
Yes, they did. Ayana was
Yeah.
there.
Ayana was there for a moment.
Right.
Yeah, Ayana was there.
Yes.
She stayed for
Look.
like 10 minutes.
So, Marcus.
Okay.
Yeah.
In honor of Marcus, we'll do it like this: 1-1.
But leave me
Harold,
out of that. I have 2 balls coming up, Harold.
Huh?
Back to back.
All right.
Major balls coming up. Leave
Well,
me
Rocky
out of
has
that,
to
okay?
go, and I have to go, and so we do want to
we
thank
will be
everybody.
back we will be back next Monday, Corey, to discuss death by destruction.
Wait a minute. I just want to ask this before I go. Before I hang up, let me get prepared because I have her gonna hang up on me first. What about this thing with Savion? Did y'all get that right?
We talked about that first.
We told you to
We
pay.
covered
We
that was one of the first things we covered. There's a post on my page.
innocent.
Savion had nothing to do with that.
We Tuesday,
You
Larry.
didn't see the
Tuesday.
you didn't see the Facebook post, Tayana? The Facebook post.
Tuesday
I
night,
saw
Larry.
the post by
Tuesday.
now, but Vinny said that he saw the video, and then when confronted, he said that
Who is that echo? I gotta go.
That's number
I'm
6,
getting ready
boo.
to go to y'all.
Okay.
Next
Call me,
Tuesday,
daughter.
Larry. Next
Wait a
Tuesday.
minute. And Harold, can we have our sidebar?
Yes, we need to have a conversation. And Rodney, I need about 10 minutes of your time.
We
We
didn't
need to
have
have the
our
aftermath of the
sidebar.
Okay, well,
aftermath.
get off now then, Marcus, because baby, I gotta be up in
Yes.
4 hours. Okay, so
We
call me now.
all are working, okay?
everyone have a good night. Corey, get home safe. Don't get raped out there in the streets of New York.
He where he want to be, Harold. He where he want to be. He where he want to be.
Everybody have fun in DC. Be careful in DC.
Look, watch this, Rodney. They said your bitch
Oh,
ass
yeah.
wouldn't come walk for the 1500.
Harold, can I